Hello, good morning. Today we will briefly discuss about the entrepreneurship. Who is an entrepreneur? What is entrepreneurship? Enterprise? Who is a manager? What are the difference between entrepreneur and entrepreneurship? And some of the difference between the entrepreneur and a manager. Who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is one who creates a new business in the face of risk and uncertainty for the purpose of achieving profit and growth by identifying opportunities and assembling the necessary resources to capitalize on them. An entrepreneur is a person who has possession of an enterprise or venture and accepts significant accountability for the inherent risks and the outcome. The word entrepreneur is derived from the French word entrepreneur. It means to undertake. The term is used to refer to anyone who undertakes the organization and management of an enterprise involving independence and risk as well as the opportunity for profit. Entrepreneur is basically a risk bearer. He takes the risk, most risk. He is an innovator and he is an organizer. As an innovator, he always looks for the innovative approaches, innovative ideas, innovation. In a Nikkei market, uh, innovation is the theme of the entrepreneur. Organizer. He organizes the resources to produce a product out of his innovative thoughts, ideas, means of productions which are required as you are aware, price, product. What are all the means of production, factors of production, land, labor, capital, infrastructure. And the entrepreneur organizes all these stuffs at one point and make sure it produces. Entrepreneur, according to JBC, an entrepreneur is the economic agent who unites all means of production, such as land, labor, and the capital, thus produces a product. What are these factors of production? As we discussed earlier, these are land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. We need land for what purpose? For getting all these resources at one point. Either land can be owned or can be rented. Why do we need labor? Labor needed for performing, to do duties, to create value, to create product out of using raw materials. And capital. Capital investment is required to pay rent, pay salaries, pay, buy the resources, and invest more for the product. Entrepreneur is a person who brings idea, innovation, organizer, and risk bearer. As per Frederick Drucker's, entrepreneurs searches for change, responds to it, and exploits opportunities. Innovation is the specific tool of an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur in an advanced economy is an individual who introduces something new in the economy, a method of production not yet tested by experience in the branch of manufacture concern, a product with which consumers are not yet familiar, a new source of raw material or of new markets, and the like. What are the functions of entrepreneurship according to Schumpeter? Introduction of new product, introduction of methods of production, developing new markets, and finding fresh source of raw materials and making changes. What is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is a process of identifying opportunities in the marketplace, arranging the resources required to pursue these opportunities, and investing the resources judiciously to exploit the opportunities for long term gains. It involves creating wealth by bringing together resources in new ways to start and operate an enterprise. According to Higgins, entrepreneurship stood for the function of foreseeing investment and production opportunities, raising capital, hiring labor, arranging the supply of raw materials, finding site, introducing a new technique, discovering new resources or raw materials, and selecting top managers for day-to-day operations of the enterprise. An enterprise is an already formed business organization that offers some goods or services. The enterprise is some business structure object that usually carries out some commercial activity, creates new job positions, gains some profits. Manager is an individual who takes the responsibility of controlling and administering the organization. Manager gets the things done using the available resources. The main aim of a manager is to render his service in an enterprise already set up by someone to achieve the goal of the firm. He merely run the business efficiently, which was built by some other person. Entrepreneur is a person, entrepreneurship is a process, enterprise is a outcome. Entrepreneur versus entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur is a person, whereas entrepreneurship is a process. Entrepreneur is an organizer. Entrepreneurship is an organization. Entrepreneur is innovator. Entrepreneurship is innovation. Entrepreneur is risk bearer. Entrepreneurship is risk bearing. Entrepreneur is a motivator. Entrepreneurship is motivating. Entrepreneur is creator. Entrepreneurship is creation. Entrepreneur is a visualizer. Entrepreneurship is a vision. Entrepreneur is a leader. And entrepreneurship is a leadership. Entrepreneur is an imitator. Entrepreneurship is a imitation. Let's see what are the differences between entrepreneur and a manager. Point of discussion. Entrepreneur goal manager. Entrepreneur starts a venture by setting up a new enterprise for his personal gratification. He starts from scratch and build it brick by brick. The manager. The main aim of a manager is to render his service in an enterprise already set up by someone to achieve the goal of the firm. He merely run the business efficiently, which was built by some other person. Entrepreneur is the owner of enterprise. A manager is an employee in the enterprise. Entrepreneur bears all risks and uncertainty involved in the enterprise. A manager, being an employee, does not bear any risk or uncertainty involved in the enterprise. Entrepreneur, for his risk-bearing role, receives profits. It may fetch him greater returns or may be irregular and can at times be negative. A manager receives salary as reward for service rendered which is fixed at any particular period or regular but can never be negative. Innovation. As an innovator, he is called as change agent who introduces new or modified goods and services to meet changing needs of the customer. He plans, envisages the changes and implements them. A manager merely executes the plans of the entrepreneur, thus a manager translates others' ideas into practice. Thank you. Have a good day.